Alright, this video I'm going to teach you how to do the bench press, the method. First I'm going to start off with this stick, to demonstrate proper form, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it with this right here. So, what you want to do is make sure when you do you grab the bar, there's going to be a line right here and a line right there. That's pretty much a marker to tell you where to position your hands so then it's balanced. Because obviously, I don't want to hold it like this where it's all off balance. You got to make sure that it's balanced. And that's why there's a line here, there's a line here, there's also a line here and here and here and here. So if you hold it in super close, you're working the triceps, okay? The further out you get, the more that you're going to target your chest, okay? So the closer that you get, you're working the triceps more. Now I like to hold it further out because the whole point of the bench press is to work the chest muscle, which is the chest muscle is a lot stronger than the triceps. So you want to basically challenge the chest by lifting up as much weight as you can. Triceps you could do with dumbbells, you could do diamond push-ups, you could do like all sorts of exercises, dips, you could do all sorts of exercises for the triceps. But the bench press is the only one that's really going to challenge your chest, because the regular push-up typically works the triceps more too. So I like to hold it out wider, but you could also vary it up. You can hold it closer when you feel like it, but just notice that the closer that you hold it, the less that you'll be able to do. Alright, when you bring the bar down, you want to make sure you touch the chest. You want to touch there's a chest bone right here where it's lined up with your nipple line right there. You want to bring it down to that right there, and you want to push it back up. You want to breathe in when you go down, breathing in, and breathing out when you push up. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. You want to touch your chest. You don't want to bounce it off your chest, okay? You want to touch the chest, and when you breathe out and you press it up, you want to lock out the elbows, okay? So breathing in, breathing out. You want to try to keep your back on the bench, but the more weight that you use, you might lift your lower back up off the bench just a little bit. I do that when I'm using a lot of weight because it's just what it is, but you want to try to keep your back flat on the bench. You want to have your feet planted on the ground, okay? So if it's with this bar, I'm pushing up, pushing, going down, that's the form that I like to do. You also want to make sure that you're holding it like this. Some people end up holding it like this, and I definitely don't recommend this hold right here. It could slip away from you. I recommend to have your thumbs around the bar, and you're holding it like you're making a fist. Okay. Other things is it's good to have a spotter. Okay. In case you can't push it back up, you got the spotter to help you out. Some bench presses come with a safety lever down here in case you can't push it back up. But what I do recommend is if you don't have a spotter, don't use too much weight. So if you don't have a spotter, stay around 10 reps, 15 reps, 20 reps, or more. You don't want to do heavy weights when you don't have a spotter. It could be very dangerous. Okay, especially if you're going for your max out or something like that. This is extremely dangerous. You need to have a lot of experience to be able to do it on your own with heavy weight. So I'm not promoting for any accidents to happen, so just basically be careful, because this is an exercise that you could really injure yourself. But let me show you something that you could do in case you get caught up and you don't have a spotter and you can't push it back up. What you could do is, once you don't have a spotter, you can't push it back up, start rolling it towards your stomach, and then just sit up like that, okay? So you come over here, you can't do it, then you just roll it towards your stomach, lay it on your stomach, and then sit up, okay? Your stomach muscle, if you lay the bar on your stomach, you'll be okay. You don't want it to be crushing your chest, and you definitely don't want to be moving it towards your throat, okay? Because you could kill yourself. So when you have it here, if you're in trouble, roll it down towards your stomach, okay? And then just, you can tilt it to the side, or you can come up, and you can't come back up, then you just you can tilt it to the side, and just kind of lean it to the side, or just sit up from that position, okay? In the past, I've actually had to do that a few times, and it was a dangerous situation. But to save yourself, to not have to worry about that, once again, don't use too much weight if you don't have a spotter, okay? So that's what we're going to do with that. You're going to see me doing the bench, and then right afterwards, I'm going to do some push-ups just to burn it out. So the way that I like to do it is I like to max out as many reps as I can do in the bench, and then immediately I like to get into the push-ups to pretty much get the most out of the exercise, out of the chest exercise. So you can see me doing it right here. You also want to line this part of the bar to the center of your chest. I like to put my pinky on the outside of the lines. Okay? Some people might have it a little bit closer. If you're taller, then you might have it out further. You might line up your ring finger to the line. Some people might even line up their middle finger to the line, or their pointer finger. But I'm going to line up my pinky to the line. And then right after, I'm going to do some push-ups. And that's it. That's the bench press tutorial right there. There's different variations on the different grips. There's incline press. There's decline press. But really, it's just a minor variation. If you know the basic, which is this, the flat bench, then you could just do those variations with no problem. So hopefully that video will help out some people out there.